Hello and welcome, my name is Rob and this game is Automation, and today we're going to build ourselves a brand new car company. Welcome to MGG Unlimited 6. The 6 is a joke, probably truth in reality. I have failed a few times since the second season of doing this. First one lasted 2 episodes, not too bad. Second one lasted a little while and it was doing alright and died. And then the ones after that, I've just been crashing hard, to tell you the truth. But I reckon we're ready to go again. We're going to be doing a nice little English company. I've been doing things in America and I'm from the UK, people, so I probably shouldn't be doing American design cars. We need to do this one apparently. This is more Englishly done, like it's a European place, and they like fancy cars that don't eat a lot of fuel and that, and then some sporty cars. So we're probably going to be focusing on the sporty side of things, similar to the companies like Noble and Lotus, which were some famous and still are some famous companies from the UK. So let's proceed, shall we? I'll put the difficulty onto medium. I don't know much about all the settings. I'm going to leave it on that, and then hopefully not too bad. So first car choices, eh? So the demographic that we're going to be choosing for, apparently they like the delivery cars, so during a little van might be a good shout just to get some pennies running in for the bank. But we are going to be mostly focusing on like sports cars and luxury cars and everything high end, because that's the sort of gentleman that we are. And then we probably will branch into cities and things like this, because I like to hit every bit of pennies that we can, which is probably not how this game's meant to be played. So we'll start slow and then just see how things take us. I think I've decided. The first thing we're going to be doing is building, is it a sports car? I want to do 2 things first. I want to build a sports car. It's going to be in representation of Noble and TVR and fun other sports companies from the UK. And then we'll do like a nice fun lightweight car, like maybe a city car that kind of crosses over all these. And the idea of that one is going to be like if Lotus built a hatchback, what would that have outcome been? So super light, super fun, but practical. Yeah, that's what we'll go for, practical and light and fun. But let's do the sports car first, because I know everyone is going to want to see a nice sports car. So the model name, I don't tell what the name idea is. I normally just stick to whatever the car is. So these are going to be the Sportos. See, misspell something, it gives you the name. Okay, the Sportos, and this trim is this is the lighty. Yeah, so if you type it too fast, you get a new name. That doesn't even make sense. You can't pronounce that. The lighty. Let's have a look, shall we? Now we already have some land in a factory, but I'm going to be trying to do this one from like maybe not a warehouse, but something very small, as most of these car companies did start in like a shed. So these are options for 1962. What? Okay, whatever. For our coupe options, we do have some beautiful shapes, but I think I'm going to try and stick with probably the higher end of the years, even though that doesn't look very coupey, does it? Doesn't look fun. This one looks quite fun, but 1945, 1946 is quite a beast, but I didn't really see these sort of cars. You saw something like that in the UK, but these ones not really as much, but you definitely saw something like this. Can we do this as a sporty car? It looks quite big. What wheelbase can we get here? We can get this in a 2.5. I think I'm going to have to go for this one, which is quite a classic one to be picked, if I'm honest though. But let's see what we can do. With a wheelbase of 2.5, we probably won't have the convertible one, but it does give us other options. We can sell a convertible spin-off, so that is something to be thinking about. Okay, I really want to make a super high-end sporty car, but I feel like we've got to hold ourselves back on some things just to try and keep the budget and engineering time down. So we've gone for the old alley body frame. We have upgraded to the space frame just because it comes across better in quite a few ways. Front longitude engine, still materials obviously. we're going for McPherson struts in the front and a semi-trailing arm in the rear. Which obviously we probably want to go double wishbone, but we're trying to save what we can. His body shape does remind me of like a Jaguar or something, or like a Triumph. So let's see what we can do with our shaping abilities. Actually, yeah, I will shape it first, but I'm going to skip the detail until last. Right, and there we have it. Here's my shape that I've come up with. Now, I am inspired by, obviously, cars around, but I'm not going to be trying to focus on any old car in particular. I like to try and style up things myself. That needs to be shorter. Yeah, it looks loads better. Just because I like to be original. Yeah? That's why. I hope you like it, though, and what we can potentially get with this car. It does feel a little bit long, but I've done what I can. Maybe the roof does need to be a bit higher. Can we grab the whole roof, please? Just make it make sense proportionally. Yeah, that looks a bit more better proportionally. Okay, let's now engineer this thing by giving it an engine. Obviously, this is the sportier engines. I can't remember what the brand was called, but these are the fast boys. Okay, these are the fast boys, and this is the cheap one. Cheap fast boy to get us going. Right, let me make an engine. Okay, this engine will get me started. I'll probably come back. My phone's going off. Oh, darn it, where was I? My phone just went off. Right, my microphone is dropping. Let me pick that back up a little bit. Okay, so I think I was saying this will do for now. I'm sure I will come back and check it over. But here's the variants that we got. We've got 63 brake horsepower at 4,200 revs. We're doing forged steel cast on Epic House. Then Epic House, near enough, is this top setting, naturally aspirated. We got single barrel eco, and we got twin carburation going on. And then Epic House, I'm pretty sure, is just low end. For now, we'll see how it does on the stats. Maybe we need to give it a bit more juice. But it's looking alright. I'm going to slap on some parts now and then show you the outcome. Okay, we've slapped some generic parts on now. And it's not looking good so far. What do you mean we haven't got a coupe body power? What? That's the first thing we have to change. What do you mean we didn't pick a coupe? We picked the hatchback. Right, that was clever, wasn't it? We wanted a coupe. This is the coupe. Silly us. Still looks pretty cool. Let's proceed. So now I need to just do some tuning. Sorting out some percentages. Fuel availability. What? We got normal fuel. I didn't choose anything but normal fuel. I chose unleaded. I mean leaded even. Leaded, regular. Don't know why that's moaning. Right. Unless it wants us to have the more expensive fuel for being a sports car. I don't know. Let's check over some stats, shall we? We're good to know. I've changed to normal comfort for now. I'll tune that in a little bit better. And that took off the low comfortability. I also went for the interior. I put it on sport because that is lighter, so that should help. Hopefully, the material cost is almost double. So maybe we shouldn't go for sport. We'll go for premium, even if it's a bit heavier. It's perfectly fine. So now we just need to sort out the price penalty and the fuel penalty. Let's see what that's all about. Well, apparently the sports car likes having 4 seats, so okay, we'll throw that in. And also, is this a good thing to click? What is this? Does this show us what we should be putting in the car? Toggle company part familiar. Oh no, it's just the parts we've made up more often to save money, I think, and product quicker. I'm guessing that's what that's all about. Let's dial in some more stats. It does seem like apparently one thing I'm not very good at is making cars drivable. The competitor is smashing me on that one. My car is very sporty though, and prestige needs to be a bit better. So let's see what we can improve on. yeah, really not sure why I'm moaning about the fuel. It's the lowest we can do. I can't do anything else about the fuel. Look, if I change it up, it gets worse. But is it because of the region I'm in? 98. No, it should be fine. I don't know why it's... Oh, it wants unleaded fuel? What? That doesn't even come into the UK for like ages. That makes no sense why it wants unleaded fuel. Okay, we'll go for it. Why not? Okay, I didn't actually change the settings just now. I just went to changed it to sport budget because I noticed there was no price. And now it's got price problems, but I'll go back onto it. It's fine. Don't know what that's all about. It's what it is. But let's see if there's anything else we can do to make this car a bit more nicer. Ideally, I want it sporty, which we've done really well. Reliableness, we're very reliable, so we're doing well there. Prestigeness, we can make it a bit more prestige if that's possible. Maybe 4 gears, would that make us a bit more prestiged? Looking on here, no, I did not. Oh, it did help us a little bit, not by much. Makes it more sporty, and makes it more safe as well, so maybe we'll keep the 4 gears. Right, I'm going to give up the drivability-ness. They want it there, but they're not as fussed. I'm seeing it as they want it more sporty than anything. And with a sprinkle of everything else. So let's just make this a little sporty monster. While we're doing all the tuning, I'm going to try and get rid of any yellow warnings. The blue one's not really too fussed about. They're just, you know, little hints. But brake suffering, let's see if we can improve the brakes. Mainly, just best we can do is probably improve the brake quality. Maybe something like so, and improve the brake size, which is an expensive thing to do. But hopefully that's helped a little bit. It's took one of them away. The sportiness has been reduced, so we do want to maybe... Oh my god, so much money. How much are we spending now? Because there is a bit of a budget we've got to try and keep to. How much are we spending on it? Is this the engine? No. Wait a minute. Need to do that. That's why. 4,284. It's not too shabby. If we go to this thing, Sport. Now, where is it? Is it the budget thing? 6.5 is what we can spend. Or aiming to spend, I guess, is what we could say. So we're doing alright for money. So... let's continue making this car even better than it already is by throwing some more money at it. Okay, we got rid of any yellow warnings at least. And I'm not really too fussed about the other ones because we're making a sporty car. How are we doing? Yes, close. Better. Oh, not so good, but not really that fussed. And good. What about the engine? Can we do the same here? No, we can't do the same here. We can just look at it. It doesn't look like it's meeting any sort of criteria. There isn't really any to meet. Or is there? Car emission standards. Are we meeting the car emission standards? Normally that goes a different colour. If it was okay or not. Oh, we need to go up or down, don't we? No, it is meeting. It's meeting WS1. So we click on this quickly. Yeah, so we're meeting our emission standards. Our engine is too big, though, but only by yellow, so it will still sell. But they don't like the size of the engine, apparently. And we are hitting green on a lot of markets. So that's looking groovy to us. So let's have a look at the normalised rating. 202, so that's good. And the match is 46, it's 40 on quite a lot of them, 48 on sport budget, so obviously it's more on the budget end. So we crank up the cost of this car. Now, I'd love to stick a supercharger on this. I don't think that's what we should do. We should make the money spendage in our little warehouse, because we might have to import the Z engine. Because we've got too much. Was it not enough? We need to Move it upwards. Move on up. That needs to stiffen up. What are you moaning about? We're at 99.3. It's practically there. I think that would do. Yeah, so we need to spend some more money. Yeah, we can spend money here. We like brakes fading because the suspension is too good. The suspension is too good. Right, so we need to come off. No, come off. No, that's making it worse. Oh, I don't know. We'll sort that out at some point. Anyway, anywhere else we can make some good decisions. Weight balance. What is the weight? It is 56 in the front, so we can spend some money moving this backwards. I don't want to spend overly much. What we got the car at now? The car is at 4482 material cost. And obviously a little bit extra in the factory, so we've got to be careful of that. The sportiness is now finally a little bit too good because we move the balance over, so we can come off the camber and we can stiffen up the front again. Oh, that's making it good. We can loosen up the rear end. There we go, 100% sportiness. No warnings, car's happy. We should probably just leave it there. I'll tell you what, we'll leave it there in between. Oh, no, it is preferred to be sporty. Okay, that will do. Now let's make it look pretty. Prepare yourself for a little time lapse. I do think, though, actually, before we do that, we should space out those wheels just a little bit, just mainly for looks as well. It costs money, which we're actually not too fussed about at the moment. We're doing all right for money. So let's just, somewhere like that, 35 is a good number by the looks of it. What are you moaning about? Really? Right, so it's happier like this. Even though I'm not happier. Can we not go out twice on the rears instead? It doesn't quite fit the body, but that is what it is. And that rear end does look like it sits in a lot more than the front, which is just weird to me, but maybe it was a thing. Alright, maybe it was a thing. Right, let's make this car look pretty. Let me just give it a bit of an envision of what it's going to be like. And go. And shabam! I think that looks like a beautiful car. I like it. Would you have done anything different? Is there some details I'm maybe missing? I don't know. But for a little sports car, I'd be happy to own something like that. Let's progress. Did actually add a little bit of downforce in the front. Shall I? We should not add any to the rear, but we probably should definitely check our stats. Sportiness, see, we're off the sportiness by one little margin. How much is the car costing? 4,500. It's got, oh, its normalized ratings aren't as good anymore. Actually, no, has it gone up? I think it might have gone up now. Added a bit of downforce. So we want to probably, what, stiffen? No, stiffen? No, wasn't happy about that. We also probably should, oh, it's happy. I just took them off and on, and then it was like, ah, that's 100%. Well, definitely wasn't, but okay. Safety rating 18. It's probably not the best. Let's have a look at our regions. Of course, the engine is too big. Does it tell us how big it should be? They like it around the 1 litre to 1.5 litre before they start penalising you for stuff. Well, at least it's a sports car. People aren't going to be too bothered about that. Now, to be safe and to play it my sort of way, I reckon we should add a convertible. For some reason, the game is a little bit broken and doesn't want to show me my stats. Not sure what's going on there. We'll just assume that everything is perfectly fine and move on. Okay, well, I don't really know what quantity we can get from engines, and I know we can buy engines, but we do have 200 million, so what I'm going to do is probably skip past the first two, even though they're probably set to nothing. Yeah, standard, we could get 34 months free, and the cars aren't too technical. And what we're going to do is probably, yeah, set up an engine. I know you can resource it, but I want to see what size engine we can get. Does it have to be a medium sized, or can we can do one, see, we can do small. And how many engines are we going to be producing? Around just shy of 600, but we can probably make that less. This will probably make it go up, won't it? Yeah, 650. We don't want to produce more engines. Quality engines, I don't mind doing that. It still bumped it up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe we'll do quality engines. And then we hopefully just bring down the shifts or something like that. I don't know. It'd be nice not to be smashing them out. Does this make any less engines? No, it's not doing anything. But it's the most shifts it will go up to. So I'm just going to give it a 1.5. Ignore this sort of thing. Worker quality would be nice to throw up. We want some quality stuff. Months until 1 shift. So that's how long it takes them to get a job. Months until 2.5 shifts. That's how long we can get up to full factory. It's not too many. If we bring the workers down, will that bring down the amount of engines we're making? We're making 350 at the moment. Okay, that's not a month. I don't think we'll be selling that many cars a month. So maybe it'd take a longer time to get them going, and we're still at 305 cars. This is a lot of car engines that we'll be making. I don't know if we're going to be making that many cars. So let's just leave these settings out as they are for now. And I'm going to make my car factory 1,300. That's quite a lot. I'm going to make my car factory and see what sort of engine quantity, car quantities this is pushing out. It's got some warnings, but we're going to ignore that. They're only warnings, they're not you must. Because we have a micro production, which is going to make us how many cars? Estimated car production 9.64. So is this monthly? Oh, I reckon it's got to be monthly. Then we got tiny. And that's going to be making, what, 40 cars a month? So these are just not good numbers, really. And we could be making... So we go for that sized. This is almost about the right sort of size for the engines and that. Which, I'll tell you what, it's not a big factory. You can maybe We have got a sensible amount of money, so we don't have to start in the most tiniest little thing. As long as we can make sure we hit the sales and sell enough of these cars, it's not a bad shout. And we are going to be doing like the little tiny, lightweight, sporty fun car as well, aren't we? The little compact thing for cities. So maybe this isn't a bad shout, but we do want to do a bit of quality testing. Yeah, so if we can... Oh, can we get... What's that? If we can produce this 225... And then the engines... I think they balance themselves out anyway. It's not just over-make engines. It's only like supply and demand sort of jobby. So we do that. That was cheap. And then we can muck around with this stuff in a bit, I guess. We do want some quality. The shifts aren't too long till they get filled up. Bring worker wages down or pump it up? Pump it up will make it more expensive, bring out stuff. What would it improve though? It would improve something surely. The quality of the car? Production efficiency. Units 160 items per month. 127. We'll just leave that as it is then. We can maybe bring this down. No, we'll keep this at 2. We'll keep the engines low. We're making some profit. That's definitely what you want to see. We do want to bring down the recall because it scares me when I get recall. Improve the tooling. It does make more money. It costs more money to build it, but hopefully it's still going to make us some money. Fingers crossed. Right, animation, automation even. Surely that's meant to be a bit more manual. So going to make the car more expensive or less expensive? Okay, no. Automation up is going to improve our profit by quite a bit. Recall is still reasonably low. So yeah, there we go. I'm happy with that. Just shy of everything. So then we go back over to the engine. So can we make the engine one any smaller to save some money? So we're on small or none. Okay, so this is the smallest factory we can do. That's not going to change anything. So can we automate things? That's going to ruin the recall rate, so we don't want to do that too much. But we can bump this up, that brings it back. Bump the cooling, that brings it even more back. But we are making even more engines, less stress on the place. This could be our downfall. Engine factories should be able to make more than one engine, surely. Like, they can make the same engine and put a supercharger on it. Or is that something I'm missing? Is that something you are able to do and I just don't realise it? Let me know in the comments. So, everything here looks cool to me with the recall and that. But are we going to be making profit? At the moment, they all sit... Oh, okay, so the cars have gone up a little bit to 4.5. And we do want to try and make it a little bit cheaper. 1.9 million. A month outgoing is a lot. So let's try and bring that down a bit. What are we up to now? No monthage. Okay, so we want to bring learning up. I like to learn. Cheaper is good. Extend it out. We may as well because we're not even doing any sort of monthage now. I do like a bit more of a reliable car. I don't mind hitting some months. There's no harm in that. We have got... optimise the wastage of materials. Because materials is quite high-ish at the moment. Right, let's see how that goes. And then we've got to match these up. So we got... I don't need to look at that. 6.3. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. Yes, 6.3. So I like to learn. And I like to make it reliable. And that's expensive. So we need to bring this down. Which is made us back to nothing. So let's make it cheaper. More reliable. Okay, we've gone too far. We can do it with reliability. We could also maybe optimize the materials instead. And bring reliability down a little bit. Bring these two up. I don't know which one costs more money. Hopefully still in a good budget. There we go. What just snapped onto there? That was stupid of me. We'll pay more attention. Right, 6.3 is the number. One of these is going to help me get to it. Right, that's the wrong way. Maybe less learning. No. 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 I bet it doesn't have to be perfect, but... There we go. 6.3. 361. So same as the car. About. So just under 700k for engineering cost. So hopefully we're making profit. Fingers crossed, people. Profit! That's some good profit, that. So is that the cost to dealers? 16k. What was the average rate for one of these cars meant to be then? The budget's spreads. If we made a sports car, 16.7k. Okay, so they're happy to pay that. Because we made a beautiful car. So let's look at the estimates to required. Looks like... Are we making too many? Or is it the other way around? Yellow above green? I'm sure it's yellow above green. It's okay. Required and estimated. I'm not too sure. But it looks like we're making money. So that is a bonus. It looks like all the stats are lining up. And I'm pretty sure we've done everything okay. Do have some yellow flags. But we're just going to ignore those. And move on. And hope we can make the next car. I don't think we can actually. We can't make the next car until engineering's fun. If I remember rightly, we're going to make one engine at a time. So, do we need a loan? No, we've got the money, so no loan. Thank you very much. Let's proceed. Before we do anything, we need to do some marketing. We get 3 slots, so we're making a race car, so we definitely want to tell people about that. Do we go for prestige? We're going to be, like, in this country, they like people to be fuel efficient, so let's rate about that. And we got one more. Don't we want to do capacity, reliability? So we got to be reliability or safety. We'll maybe go for, or we got comfort or prestige. I think I'd like to go for prestige. So that's the sort of company we are. We're sporty, we're classy, and we're good on fuel. Is that what we're on about? Or do we want to be safety? What about we're comfortable, we're sporty, and we're classy? What about that? That's got to be a racy. But what did I actually care about? The sporty one. Everybody's sporty. And one of them is actually this thing here. What's this then? Off-road marketing. It's definitely got no off-road market. Okay, what did I just put this on? Why did it show up those stats then? That was strange. Right, the stats we want are sporty, reliable, and a bit of prestige. That's what they care about the most. So let's take comfy off the market and let's put reliable on there. Everyone cares about reliability. Not a bad shout. We're not spending that much, but then again it is lots. Is this monthly? But it is monthly. So maybe we'll come back off these by 1. I'm happy to spend that a month on my marketing to get us going. This is now called the fancy factory one. This one is called Engine Classy. Classy. Something like that. Right, I think the next thing we can do is probably just... We're going to skip it a whole year. And... do a facelift. Or do we do the facelift straight away because it does take time? Or do we start the compact car, which is probably the best thing to do? Yeah, we'll wait till it's gone past this. When engineering, is that when it begins? So yeah, we need to find out when it stops. Is that the idea? Then when it stops is when I want to produce my next car because I'll be able to actually start it because of the engine. No, it's completed. It is when it completes. So that's cool. So technically we can go to this day, this month, and we'll be able to do our next car line of money. Understaffed, but that is because it's early days. Give it time, they will have more staff coming in. Which one is this one? The fancy factory. So this is the car factory understaffed, but it'll come. The good boys will come. And the roofless one, let's get some good marketing there. And we've also made some sales, so that's good. We can definitely consider jumping into the next factory. It's definitely still can't be big, and we might have to take a loan out for it. I'd like to get the second half of the structure of the business on the go. Now I say this now, I probably should save, if not saved already. Okay, so how do you pause menu escape, right click to save as? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. So just after sport car, so you can save it. So I can actually go back if I mess this up. Okay, let's keep that in mind. We're going to now try and build like a little city goer fun car. Which one has the best margins? Let's have a look. The best margin spread. We can spend 4,000 on a little fun car, and we can actually double our money if we keep to the budget. So that is something to keep in mind. Fun premium car sells for more than double the monies, and a fun budget car that you don't get that much. And it hopefully will cross over to the city car, so that's good. They're the same sort of margins. If we manage to make it eco or a bit of sportiness, something to keep in mind. But let's stick to something like this. I think it's going to be small. So it's got to be sporty, drivable. It's got to have passengers. It's got to be reliable. It's got to be comfy. It's got to be quite a lot of things for little money. Let's see how well we'll do at this. Gone for the name Joyful and Tiny. Ugh. Now, I'm not sure I've tried making one of these cars yet, so my guess is I didn't check what we needed. I'm sure it's going to be a hatchback, so let's put it as a hatchback. And wheelbase, surely it's got to have a tiny wheelbase, like smaller than 2.5. Okay, so we've got this little shape, this shape, and this shape. Which one looks more logical? We've got the 40s though and 47. Let's choose the one from the 47 and choose this very tiny wheelbase. And then let's try and make it... Yeah, we can work with this. I think we can work with this. So obviously we've got to stick to the same sort of stuff. But we're trying to keep the price down. But then obviously safety's got to be up. So we'll keep to the space frame. We've got to go for the steel. And it's definitely going to be a front longitude engine. But... now, this is what obviously we're familiar with. Do we stick to something different because it's more comfortable? No, because it's got to be a bit sporty. So we will have to stick to what we're familiar with. Yeah, we can do this. And the body... oh, look, we can make a van and stuff out of this. We can even branch out and make other classes. We definitely will be doing that. We'll do near enough all of these and see what class they fit to the best. Little pickup, little van, little wagon. That looks awesome. Right, let's choose the hatchback, which is this one. And I'll see you guys in a minute. Right, let's go do the morph in for me. I think this could look quite cool. The only thing that's weird is the boot. Doesn't look that cool. I'm not too fond of the whole back end, to tell you the truth. But it would be... good enough for what we can pull out of the bag. That said, have you ever been to one of my automation videos where I build some high detail cars and when I make all the props move? I do recommend them if you haven't seen them. Of course I would, my videos, but people do enjoy them and I do manage to teach a fair few things as well, so enjoy. Ah, the engine does not fit this one. Not shocked. Oh, let's build a new one. This one obviously is it's a baby engine, baby cheap engine. Give me a minute and I'll see what I can work up. Right, here's our little engine. We have gone for a tiny 1 litre with an overhead cam. And we've got forged crank, but the rest of the internals are just cast. And the top end, I've not done any tuning yet, but it's naturally aspirated, and we do have your standard carburetor eco-ness. So let's get building. Tuning. We've already built it. Let's tune it. Oh, we're sitting at 30 brake horsepower at the moment, but we've got no stress to the engine at the moment. So let's see if we can crank out some more horses. I actually managed to lose some horses, but we did, like, some engine efficiency went right up, so that's useful. People will be happy about that, that's for sure. Cranked up the carburetor size. We're back at 30 horsepower. We did lose 1 point of the fuel efficiency, which is nothing from the 4 that we think we gained, so that's good. Tiny bit of throttle response loss, not much. Who cares about noise and required coolant? Reliability's gone up, so that's always a win, especially in the country that we have picked. Okay, that would do now for the engine. Let's see what else we can do everywhere else. The horses, I wish there was a little bit more horses, but I guess it would do. We could always do a supercharged model, which makes me annoyed. Like, we should be able to do other trims with the same engine, but just slightly altered engines, just so that come from the same factory, that just gets slightly improved. Let me know if I'm wrong and we can do that, because that would make me a lot happier if we can do like engine variants as well as car variants from the same factories. Right, time now to tune this thing. I don't think we need that many gears. Can we get away with 2? Like, literally this car's gonna be doing what, maybe? I was shocked if it does 61 miles an hour. And obviously we want to get the first gear out of the way and something like that. Who knows? That's what I mean. I think we need to get some more juice into this engine somehow. But it's the engine they wanted us to have, so we shall find out. Okay, it's going to cost me a little bit of money if I bring this out. I've got to try and save money on this build. So like even maybe making the wheels a bit skinnier. What's it say about the wheels? Are they too wide? High profile. And the tyres are narrow for the compound that we chose. Really? Do they want wider tyres? I suppose the stats will like it. Whoa, but production units. We're broken the yellow line there. Okay, that's not too happy. Not too happy about that, but we'll proceed and see what happens. Okay, we're stuck in lots of normal stats. Now our fun is showing we're not sporty enough. We're low drivability, low top speedness, and fuel availability. So we need to change a lot of things again. Okay, let's start with the fuel. Okay, we've added more gears and we've juiced up the engine by 5 horsepower. We're now doing 60, almost 70 miles an hour. So it's close, isn't it? It's close to that magic number. It's not going to hit it. The sportiness and stuff we need to still tune out, but that's not a biggie. We just need sportiness and drivability to be improved, and then this car can be sold as a funny little car. Leave it with me, and hopefully we'll come back with some awesomeness. We're getting there, we're getting there. It's just not very comfortable at the moment. But hopefully we can sort out by sticking some interior. Okay, now the top speed's gone down because we made it heavier. Then maybe we can make the car light. You think this will make the material cost go down? Higher, less weight, but higher material. Why would it be higher material cost? But we're almost there, sort of. We're halfway there. Maybe some more juice to the engine. We'll make it like a 1.5. Maybe that would make them happier. Obviously, there's a lot of tuning in the suspension and stuff that needs doing. But we'll get there. Yeah, brake force low, blah, blah, blah. Brake dampers are hard. Okay, so there's not too much we got to go. 67. A little bit more tuning and maybe a bit more horses and we'll get it. Made it a almost 1.5 with quite a good stroke on it. Fair bit of stroke, so hopefully we can now make a better car. We've got 50 horses, so a fair bit more horses. We do have low reliability in the engine though, so we need to fix the engine and then we can sort out the top speed. So to work we go. Probably a little bit of dampeners. I wouldn't be shocked. That's made the reliability come up quite a bit. What we're on 68. Let's try some other techniques and see what we can come up with. Has it helped? The reliability thing's gone, so that's a start. With 49.1, probably the lowest reliability I've done for a while. Throttle response is still okay. We're doing alright with the fuel. Yeah, adding that bigger stuff on does really mess with my fuel and my stats, didn't it? I suppose we did throw a lot of other big things on. Do we need to improve the internals? I don't think so. I think we're just making the engine too expensive. What is it? 329 at the moment. We shouldn't touch it too much. Let's see if we can make it happier by improving some other stats. The top speed's definitely not a problem anymore, but we're still not looking too shabby. I'm guessing all my weight's all over the place, so let's try and fix that. What is our weight? 63 in the front. Hoodish. That cost me a lot of money, but it put us at 47 in the front. Definitely make things a bit more fun and drivable and all that. Let's sort out all these stats and make sure the car lines back up. I apparently want some more toe, camber, whatever. Can we tighten up? I think I don't want to add too much weight. That's not going to go the right direction. So yeah, I need to add toe apparently, but that did make it all 100% sportiness. There's still plenty of things it's not happy about. We've got advanced settings, which we do like to crank up a little bit. And then the interior, we like to crank up a little bit. But ideally, like, this is going to ruin things, isn't it? Yeah. We don't want to do that. Let's make the car way too expensive, surely. The car says, whoa. The car is really expensive. Like, what did I do? How did I make it so expensive? This needs to, crank those back a little bit. Still 5,000. It should have standard interior really. That's brought it back a little bit, but not much. The A-thing is not very comfy anymore, so we could set it up for normal. They're not made about the sportiness, and the comfiness has gone away. And then we can just alter. Is that adding it? Yeah, I want it to come off. So it kind of goes close. We can do some final jiggering. Almost got some really good drivability ratings there. Still not super fun, but I think this car will still sell within time. We just got to get this price down. Like, where have we gone so crazy with the money? Is this going to make my price come down? That made my price come down. Can we do that again? We can do that again. And then does this make money come down? No, this adds money. We're under 5,000 now at least, so that's good. What were tyres on? I bet not sporty anymore or anything. Okay, we're good. We're good. Plenty of problems with the brakes and that, but that always is the case. Oh no, you're just too weak. Right, just find a little finikin and then we'll go pass it through and make some other copies. Oh, I've done it. I don't know when that happened, but I managed to get it under 4,000. So I'm probably the engine though, we're probably over 1,000. So do I need to get this down to about 3,000? I don't know. But I don't think I want to change it too much more. We're not really desirable in any way. Probably because we're not probably reliable, drivable, I don't know. But we're in that sort of ballpark. This is what we're going for. So let's maybe just make another one of these in a very similar area. Probably something like a van. I don't know. Maybe like a little pickup. I don't know. Well, I need to check the markets. What would it be? I thought like a little van would be a good idea. So that's what I'm going to do. A little van with this little body. We're doing okay. I don't think it's that bad. I just never made an engine so small that had to hit some sort of criteria. The engine's not moaning too much. Are we meant to put some better engine parts in it? No, they can't handle anything. This can handle more revs. But then the stress in the torque just goes up. So no point doing that. Even though the engine was slightly happier in a lot of places. Crazy. Mental. Right, let's try and sort out all these yellow warnings. Right, okay, this will do. This will have to do. We're gonna... That don't look right. That looks a bit more like it. And it's low in comfort. Okay, wrong way. Let's go this way. That looks normal. That looks okay. And the rear dampers are too hard. Okay, let's go like that. That looks normal. You're not moaning too much. That looks okay. Brake fade as per usual. So ignore that. That's just a thing the game likes to do to us. And obviously, every time you look at the brakes, you have to reset them because they won't be working for some reason. Aero, yeah, sound, doing stuff. Interior, pretty. Okay, we could put premium interior in. How much could jump to? Just shy of 4,000. Does make it safer. It makes it more premium. Makes it more comfortable. Design reliability goes down though, and they do like design reliability. So is that not a good idea then? So maybe we go down there, but go up there. And it still moans, but how much? Quite a bit in this game. Right, I think we're near enough done. Safety, leave as it is. I don't think we are more familiar with this. Material cost is more for this one. And we do save money, it's more reliable, it's more prestige, it's more sporty. I'm going to put it in there. I'm going for it. Oh, what was this again? This is probably costing us a lot of money. Let's just put a bit of understeer back in the car and save some more money. And that would do for that. Now suspension's probably crying at us in some way. I know the brakes probably will be now. They probably all adjusted. Of course they have. We've moved the weight around in the car, so we have to sort the brakes out. The suspension. Nothing major going on here. We can maybe tidy up the sway bars. We can put a smaller sway bar in, stiffer rear end. That'll make us closer to drivableness. There we go, that'll do. Not very comfy. So apparently it wants to come off the dampeners by 1. And that's not really helped at all. It's just too much of a sporty setup, basically. It's moaning about that. Yeah, you're moaning about the brakes again. Maybe we'll come off the springs. And make them more set up for driving. And then we can come off the back one a bit. There we go. Car's low. Consider raising the height. We'll just raise the height. We'll raise the height. Really, how high do you want to go? That's going to look ridiculous. Look at it. They can't want me to have a car like that, surely. I guess I could put different wheels on, but I didn't want to have to put different wheels on. I was nearly done with this thing. Right. Looks stupid. Brakes are suffering from fade. What we'll do is ignore the cargo height thing. Which is irritating. Maybe go up 2 clicks. That'll help it a bit, I'm sure. What's it moaning about? Dampeners and height. Everything. It's moaning about everything. Okay, we're going to call it there. Let's throw a bit of detail into this car. Right, I think that's enough detail for this one. I really like this car. I think it looks really ace. The front anyway, the front looks awesome, and then you kind of get around to the back and it's like, what happened to you? But nonetheless, let's progress. So I'm just admiring it a little bit more. It kind of needs bigger wheels, doesn't it? Those wheels look a bit stupid. I might just go into the wheels without looking at the stats. Crank up to the tyres where it looks like it fits the arches properly-ish. Crank up the rims so they don't look so stupid. And they kind of need to come out a tiny bit more. So it doesn't look too ridiculous. But the back definitely looks ridiculous. But I could bring the arches in a bit, I guess. Save it looking so silly. I'm going to do that. Let's bring the arches back in. That's that. That's that. That's that. That's that. And then we need to obviously fix this stuff, apparently. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You don't need to freak out, mate. It's fine. Right. So what happened to you? Let's fix you. Okay, obviously, we need to click on something else first, then click on this, and then we can sort that out. Right, you're happy? Right, you're happy. You're not. Let's just fix this quickly. Yeah, click on that, click on that. So we got a little gizmo thing. Right, it looks a bit more normal now with those sides thrown in. Doesn't look as stupid, does it? And the height looks fine, the wheels look fine. Let's just check the stats. Make sure we didn't break the car too much. Low drivability. Yeah, okay, I get why. Let's just add some toe. There we go. And it actually's gone a bit more green. The bigger wheels definitely helped. So yeah, let's proceed and sell this car. Well, clone it first. Make a van. Tell you the truth, now I said that out loud, I don't know if a van is going to work. Why is the trim name cloned? Oh yeah, because this is meant to be changed, isn't it? No. Venny. Venny for van. There we go. So all the names will be close. So yeah, definitely hits as big as that 0. Let's see if I can change that. Yes. It's better. Better than the city thingamabob. The van is the go-go, apparently. It liked being a van. I don't think I need to change anything. I could probably even make it cheaper. It's cheap. It's only it's under 3,000. This is gonna be a profitable little runner. Just need to sort these brakes out. Don't really matter too much, but to me it does. That don't matter. We'll probably even put that on, make it even better for vanness, off-road, drag, downforce. Does it make it a better van? It does a little bit. And it ups the reliability. So that's a good thing to throw on for reliability, actually, isn't it? I'll have to consider that more often. The brakes obviously changed because we changed the weight. Everything changes the brakes. Right, premium standard. They're comfy enough. I don't need to change that. Right, let's sell this car. I think it's good to... Oh my, don't we ignore this? Okay, maybe we don't ignore that one. That's an easy one. Brakes, don't care about that. Clearance, don't care about that. Brakes. Tyres are wide, don't care about that. The car's weight increases effort to drive. Hey, what steering have we got in this one? And then again, it does up the engineering time if we was to change it. And the material costs. Now we're going to leave that as it is. This van is good to go. Whoa, those ratings are bad. Now what are you moaning about? Fuel availability. It's moaning about the fuel. You told me... Wait, did I sell that other car with the wrong fuel then? Have I done that? Because this thing moans when I change the fuel. Right. Now you're moaning about fuel. It's only a tiny moan, but still it's a moan, so you think about changing it. So that means my other car has got the wrong fuel. And it's probably not going to make any sales now. So it's lucky we did this one straight away. Which one is it? What am I doing? I've already changed the engine. It changes this, doesn't it? No, it doesn't. No, yes, it did. Okay, so that's fine. So why are you still moaning? They're happier now. I didn't change it. I changed it back. How can you not realise the stats stayed the same? There's a lot more moaning going on, but ignore that. Why are you moaning? What's wrong with you? We did it. It's okay. Your engine, it's the fuel. We wanted to change that. It's what it is. So we're good. So this is fine. That's okay. That's fine. Rear brake force is low again. Don't know why that happened, but okay. Car's low capacity, so we could try and consider raising it off the ground. I suppose we could make it a little bit higher. Probably get away with that. He's still moaning about that. Okay, that's gone away. Just brakes, engine, perfectly fine. This car's good to go. Nice. Now the fun stuff is sorting it out. 32, yeah. What's the engine saying? 26. We need to build an engine place and we need to build a car place. So we definitely can't choose this, no, because it takes over the current project. Unless you want to like cycle them through. That just sounds crazy though. Right, let me get these factories set up. I'm guessing I have to build new ones. Yeah, this is all probably going to be a big loan. Let's find out. And shabam! We've done it. We managed to make a car and it's making profits. Awesome. And now the lines are different. We've got green above the yellow. So which one meets which? I need to work this one out. Required. So surely estimated. If you keep your cars below, the yellow below the green, that makes more sense. So yeah, I think we need to go back to the other car, make sure we do that properly next time. We may have messed up on it. Whoopsie. So we got the car engine factory set up. We end up going for just a small plot, making a small amount of cars, taking it easy. Estimated 140. I don't know if that's true. Well, I guess if you double those up to 39 is what we're pushing for. 39, what we're pushing out car factory wise. Got a good amount of workers, making a little bit of profit. And we got our total recall down, hopefully. It's about the same sort of scenario with the engine. We didn't rename the engine. Engine classy, engine chav. Yeah, engine chavvy. Or was it savvy? We just change this to savvy. Shavvy. I just think I made up a word. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's not a real thing. And we got the total production to be done in 31 months. So that's going to be in 3 years, just the start of 3 years. So, I think we are good to sign this car off with a budget of a profit of 2 million from the first year, and it is just going to slowly increase. But obviously after our technology and ratings and stuff go up, we'll be able to improve that. Let's send it away. Sign it off. We're probably going to need a loan, 183 million. We definitely don't have that. We have a loan just for that amount, so we probably should need to. You're not going to let me adjust it? Can I? It's going to give me exactly the right amount that I need. I was going to say me, but I still have the 105 million, I guess. Oh, I got hit accept loan. Okay, that was stupid. And now they're offering me even more money. I'm going to spread this out. I'll pay more over long term, but I can have more money sat in the bank to do things. And we want a little bit, oh, probably not that much over. And we want a bit of spare change to make sure we got enough to keep us floating. And probably to do a facelift because I'm pretty sure we've broke the other car. So, is that going to be enough? It says yearly monthly payments of 3 million. See, we've got to keep up with the payments as well. So let's just make it a little bit more. Okay, go. Yeah, agreed. We're taking the loan. Surely I should have even more money in the bank because I took extra. I do not understand the loan system. Where's my money? Or is it sat there in the bank? Company valuation. Oh, we're worth some money though. Well, let's probably leave it as it is for now on everything because we're still early doors. Let's skip through to next year of 1947, where we are still making a bit of money. Happy days. The next car isn't for a little bit, but we do need to probably start the facelift soon, but we can't do a facelift, I'm pretty sure. If we have a look at the old headquarters, we're going to do one engine at a time. So we can do one if we don't touch the engine. I can work with that. I can work with that. Yeah, let's do a facelift, but remember not to touch the engine. In next episode of Automation, the Car Company Tycoon Game, because I'm obviously going to stop it there. We're not going to keep playing. I think it's been long enough. We've had 2 bodies come out. We are making money. We've not got the next car yet, so if you want to see how that comes along, you'll have to tune in for the next episode. And the best way to do that, by the way, is to hit that subscribe button and the bell so you get notified for this car. And it looks like we might actually got the hang of this game a little bit now, so fingers crossed we can make some more British and amazing cars. And if we get lots of likes on a certain video or something, actually the word people we need to, when the series is finished, we'll go back and we'll finish one of these cars off so you guys can actually try it out in BeamNG and download it for yourself, and possibly even try it on one of my maps that I make for BeamNG. If you're wondering where most of those are, they're on my Patreon, which you can get some for free and some for paid, but that's how it goes these days. And if you want to know how to make your own maps, I do make some tutorials, BeamNG tutorials on map making and things like that, as well as making some awesome tutorials for automation cars, how to make some beautiful cars and make the props move and to do some weird stuff. Hey, did you know I also have made my own automation mod you can find on the workshop? Yes, it's some clusters, some manic clusters, so go find them and have a little download and enjoy. I'll see you in the next video. Keep it real, stay safe, and share that love. Bye bye.